I've been involved in volunteering since I was about 17. My parents were volunteers, so it's something I've always lived with. Even as a child, Mum and Dad were always out doing something, scouts, guides, whatever. So I've always had sort of connections to volunteering. It's just part of life for me. That's why I like it. I've been volunteering for about 15 years now, and I hope to keep going for a few more years until I get too old. The feeling that you're helping somebody, it doesn't usually cost you money. Some people pay a lot of money and donate money. I can't donate money, so I donate time. I suppose it makes you feel good, but that's not the reason you do it. You just do it because you can. We've got the truck, which is fully self-sufficient virtually. We've got our own gas supply. The tanks are full of water. We've got generator, so we have water power. We've got gas on it. We've got barbecues. Any job we go to, we buy fresh food, and we can get called out any time. Favourite call out time is about 5 in the morning for breakfasts, lunch, mid-morning, and then you can sometimes get called out about 4 o'clock to go and prepare dinner, which can be awkward if you're in the middle of cooking your own dinner, but you know, that's all right, you live with that. A couple of us will go and buy the food. We're told how many we're catering for, roughly. They might say breakfast for 60 men at 7:30, and this might be at 5 o'clock. And when we eventually get there with the food, the truck's set up, barbecue's usually heated up, tables are set up. That's great. We just get stuck into the cooking.
She's one of those tireless people that just always offers her time. It's not just her time, it's also her family's time. Her 2 daughters were members of the brigade, active members of the brigade, operational members, and her husband Herbie was in the SES. So they're a complete family of volunteers, if you like.
If they only had operational people and they wanted catering, that's taking firefighters away from the job, and if they need catering, it's usually a biggish job.
The thing about firefighting is it's hard work, it's laborious work and everything, and if we don't refresh those people, then they're not going to last. Quite a few of them go for anything upwards of 2 or 3 days, up to a week, as in we saw with Black Saturday.
Black Saturday was very memorable. We were only involved for the first day, the Saturday, although it went on for several days. We didn't get called out after that, and I think the Salvation Army took over. Nobody realised how bad it was going to be. We knew that it was going to be a stinking hot day. We got called out at about, I think our call came through about 6 o'clock in the morning, and we went down to Labatouche where guys had been out all night, and we fed them, and then I had to go and get more food from Druin, and after I came back from that I was told cook it, feed them and out, and we had to leave, and we then went to Narre, the staging area at Narre, and the unit was there all day and did over 600 meals. That was a safe area, but we wouldn't have been safe staying at Labatouche. When they tell us to go, we go. They don't let us get into danger. And the last thing someone said to us on Black Saturday as we left to go to Labatouche was, one of the officers was here, and as we left he said to the driver, keep the ladies safe, and I thought, yeah, we'll be right. When you see these guys that work so hard for hours and they come out of the smoke practically black, and you realise how hard they've worked, you realise that what you're doing is a drop in the ocean. But it's just something that they're desperate for a feed. They don't mind what you give them. You know, sometimes they're just so thankful for something to eat, and they'd eat anything. But we try and give them something decent, yeah, and tasty. Being a volunteer, if you get a call and you're not available for another reason, you just can say no, because there's no pressure on you. You must go because your name's down on the list. You have to go. You don't have to go. You're a volunteer, and if you don't feel well or you've got another commitment in 2 or 3 hours' time and you think, I'm not going to be back in time, you just say, I'm sorry, I'm not available. And luckily, we've got a group of people and there's always someone else who's willing to go. So we'd welcome more. But yeah, because, you know, especially at holiday times, over Christmas, which is the fire time, and a lot of people are away, so it doesn't hurt to have more. We'd welcome anyone who wants to do it, and as I said, it's safe. It can be a bit exciting, I suppose, at times, lots of, you know, flashing lights and sirens and that, but that's not why you do it.
It provides an opportunity to learn different skills, different types of things in your life, but probably the biggest thing about it, and as I said earlier, the CFA family, is that it is like a family. A lot of people come into the area, they're new into the area, they want to meet people and everything. The CFA is a great way to do that. And so in a sense it's a club, but it's a club doing something worthwhile for the community. There are many volunteer firefighting services across the world, but a lot of them are partly paid or whatever, whereas with the CFA volunteers, it's fully volunteer. There's no payment or anything like that, and it's all, as we had a slogan many years ago, ordinary people doing extraordinary work, and that's really what it's all about.
I just couldn't sit at home all the time. You can only do so much housework, and I play bridge.